Hello, and welcome to another uneventful episode of this program. Who am I kidding? This is a failed podcast like everybody else. Well, if you guys are listening to this before February 28th, the last day of the month, Monday, another episode of, you guessed it, Tales from the Shit. Every last Monday, 8:30-ish, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. It's usually live. I don't have a lot for this episode, but we should be able to bang out about a 7 to 12 minute episode, and I'm just saying it now, even though I don't know if the same people listen to this one. There's only a couple listeners of each show, so if you don't listen, who cares? It's all failed, it's all crap. Tales from the Shit, folks. Monday, February 28th, 8:30-ish, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. There are the plugs. That's a goof. So, anyways, we're not going to do any public freakout commentary, because, it's just about Russia and Ukraine. I'm not saying I don't care, but it's like, they showed a woman's foot got almost taken off, and people are getting bombed, and they interview some guy in the news, and he says if he sees a Russian guy, he's going to stab him in the face and take his neck off and all this stuff, and it's not really anything I'm interested in playing. Plus, the public freakout commentary has gotten pretty stale. It was supposed to be like just a segment of the show, and it just became the show because I cut some of the bits out. Well, folks, not much really going on here. Monday night, I did my open mic. It went a little bit better than the last time, and I wasn't happy with it, but it was decent. And then Wednesday night, I decided to go out, and I had a burrito from California Tortilla. I got the honey lime, and then I got a can of beer from this store, and I got really drunk. And I just sat there in my car staring outside in the rain. And I just took a couple urinations and went home. It was very weird, but it was kind of cool. And then last night I wanted to go to Old City because the Motel 6, where I go once a month, has been really boring. I mean, without the open mic there, it's just no atmosphere. It's just so lame. So I went to Old City last night. I drove down there. Here's your little sober commentary for you. Pretty lame. I got down there around... I think the time I parked my car was like 8:15. I went to Stowe's. I had 2 shots and 2 beers. There's a Latina there. She's very tan. She's very hot. Of course, I don't make eye contact with her because, I'm a coos. And then after that, I want to get some food, so I decided I want to go somewhere new. So I remember listening to this podcast, The Bonfire. This guy, Big J. Okerson, who's a fat slob like me, said, you got to try this place called Nick's Roast Beef. Get the roast pork and provolone. I fucked up and got the roast beef and provolone. And when it turns out, they give you a little side of, horseradish. They give you a little side of jalapeno, and they give you AIDS. No, and they give you some honey dipping sauce. And they give it to you in a round roll. And then when I walked inside there, I realized they had karaoke. So I was like, oh, I know the atmosphere was pretty fun. So these guys were singing. It was all white people, depressing music, Billy Joel and stuff. I hung out there for about an hour. And then the time I did that, it was about 10-something. And as I'm walking to my car, all the dots came out, folks. All the Instagram hoochie mamas came out. And I was like, fuck this. I'm leaving. I don't need to be teased by this. I brought back painful memories in my 20s and me being a young lad thinking, I'm going to get laid. And I will say this, I was going to do a video blog, but nothing interesting happened. It seems like things are coming back. And if you want to say what I mean, a lot of college kids were packing these bars up. And it seems like the mass mandate thing's over. This place called Bootleggers, it was pretty packed. People were dancing, plowing the stars, where I've done some vlogs at and stuff, or near. They look pretty good as far as the volume goes. And there's this new spot a lot of the black chicks go to. I don't know what it's called. Lily or something? I don't know what it is, but some fancy lit place. They were going in there. So, I don't know, man. Things seem to be opening back up. Everything except for my Motel 6 open mic. That's done. So, yeah, it was pretty lame last night. I got home like around 11. And I'm glad I left right on time because I took a big old shit. Wait, what show is this? Is this Tales from the Shit? Well, folks, as you can tell, my life is very boring. I try to go out and do stuff. You may think being an open mic comedian and a guy who goes up by himself, I have this wild life. You've seen my vlogs. You've seen my live streams. Everything's fucking boring. Just like this podcast. Well, this is the first but yet worst comedy podcast, and this is your favorite podcast show that most people would not listen to, and we're going to wrap this up with some odd news. All right, here's the odd news segment, folks. This is how we wrap things up. Wacky stories. Let's get into it. And I assume most of these are going to be about the Russia-Ukraine thing. I was watching this conservative podcast earlier, and Trump was celebrating the fact that he was the only president in the 21st century that didn't have an attack from Russia. And this feminist cunt said, that's not true at all. The only reason why that happened was that she tried to defend it. But it is true, folks. Trump always wins. Trump 2024. Trump 2024. All right, enough of that. All right, here it is, guys. Ukrainian man offers to tow enemy tank back to Russia after it runs out of fuel. UK intelligence suggests invading Russian forces may suffer in... Granny's armed with Molotov cocktails. Residents get ready for Russian troops. So there's old women who like doing some. Like I said, I've been playing Grand Theft Auto San Andreas again, and they really light shit up. Protesters turn to tinfoil hats as increasing sickness blamed on government beam and radiation. Says they're saying also on this conservative show I was watching today, a liberal show, that we don't have. They're like, we don't have freedom of speech like we do here in America. You know how many people lose their job in this shit? Porsche will replace your car if it was burned on a boat. You guys hear that? Get your shitty car on a boat and burn it, and get a new Porsche. Last summer's heat wave in BC caused bees to ejaculate to death. Oh no! I did a Seinfeld impression because of that bee movie. Wreckage from 1800 ship washes up on North Carolina beach. Police chase stolen skid steer. Wisconsin man charged with a OWI. Here you go. This is interesting. This might be the JoshCast news story today. Texas man shoots at restaurant workers over barbecue sauce argument. Now you would think this is a colored man, but it could be I got a white guy in my head for some reason, but they won't show the guy. Andre Thomas. 2 counts of aggravated assault when he grew angry that it wasn't a barbecue sauce on his order. Yeah, that's a colored man. He verbally threatened him, saying, I'll be back, and shoot up the place. And he probably thought he was bullshitting. And driver that promised faster Ethereum. I can't pronounce that word. Ethereum. Mining full of viruses. Taliban calls on Russia and Ukraine to end crisis through peaceful means. That's going to work. UK politician who threatened tweet to nail journalists balls to the floor pushes US IDs to curb online users online to abuse. Aaron Rodgers going to cleanse could involve oily enemas, bloodletting and vomiting. Cool. Beer thief fatally shot by Tulsa convenience store guard. So, Russia allowed to compete in song contests despite invading Ukraine. Well, that's nice. I'm glad they still get to have fun. Mom says Florida daycare center left 2-year-old daughter locked inside. That's just old school bullying. A 4-year-old in Utah opened fire on police officers after his father told him to during the protest. It's 4-year-old Katie Boliviak. Oh, that sounds like a Russian name or something. So yeah, I guess kids will do anything for that Happy Meal. Michigan woman turning 100 adds another tattoo. It says, world's oldest whore. I'm kidding, that's terrible. Video shows close calls, Florida drawbridge rises with a car on it. Miracle baby girl was born on 2/22/22 at 2:22 a.m. in labor number 2. So why didn't you just fucking call her name 2? That is interesting though. A lot of 2s there. A woman quits her job to breastfeed her boyfriend full time. Now that's the JoshCast news story of the day there, folks. Atlanta, Georgia. A woman to pump enough breast milk to feed her bodybuilding boyfriend. According to the Sun, Jennifer left her job as a bartender. She could produce enough milk. I have always enjoyed my breasts being touched during sex more than anybody else. Man, all these guys were breast fetish. Maybe I had that woman. I used dating sites, put messages. I thought it was the perfect time. Well, let's type her name in here, folks. You want to look up her name, you look it for herself. I'm afraid to put it out there because We all know I get a lot of views, and I don't want to get sued, guys. I don't want to get sued. Okay, this is the Instagram. It shows a picture of a little girl. I never asked for the Instagram though. Okay, it shows the wait. Let me go to images. Oh, there she is. As far as the rack goes, she's got a decent rack. She's not that. She's decent looking. She's decent looking. You know what? I'm looking at her titties closer. They are pretty nice, but that's because she's pregnant, though. The titties always look nicer when they're pregnant. Our lives may actually flash before our eyes when we die. Yeah, that's what they say. A BYU student tried to make homemade rocket fuel in a dorm and created a fireball that displaced 22 people. So, give that guy a show on Netflix. I'll watch it, right? The muscly guy at the gym may be at risk for an eating disorder, experts say. Double proxy marriages on the rise in Montana. Tennessee man accused of hitting his wife with a loaf of bread during a dispute. Man. I can't think of a joke there. I thought I would have a joke. Let's see. D'Angelo, Tennessee man. He was 53 years old, charged with a DUI, reckless driving. I guess that guy really wanted the sandwich. That's the best I can come up with. Cat missing 7 years, makes cross-country track to reunite with owners. The weather on this exoplanet includes metal clouds. Las Vegas restaurant accused of lacing food with THC. Their food is really nasty, and we never had a problem before. But this was a problem. I was melted in my chair, and I said to my husband, I think I'm high. So for those who like to get high, you like nasty food, go to Las Vegas and find this place. Beekeepers turn to anti-theft technology as high thefts rise. We're almost done with the segment. Eating vegetables unlikely to protest against heart disease. So it says unlikely. So if you have heart disease, eating vegetables is not going to help. South Carolina elementary school student takes grandfather's gun to school to shoot zombies. Wait a minute, is that South Carolina? I know exactly what they meant by zombies. Damn, that's a base kid. Cross country skiing suffers from penis and mass start race. 500-pound bear knows Hank the Tank breaks into it. I think I read that last week. Let me see. Yeah. Well, that's it, folks. That is the end of the show. I hope you listen to any of this from my fat little rotten heart. I'll see the folks on the next one. You just listened to, and we're out of here. Go fuck yourself, Cuffy.